Okay, what I did was to contact the school that my child, Sylvester Oromoni Jr., has given up the ghost, died on Tuesday morning, and the principal of the school sent her condolences that she's sorry that this happened to this family. It's a prayer that things like this don't happen again. Then I immediately sent somebody to inform my governor. I sent the pictures, and then within less than 30 minutes, I got my governor's call, and he consoled me. He prayed for us that I should take acts, and I should also stand by my wife and my children, that justice will prevail. We must get justice for my son, Sylvester Oromoni Jr. So those were the immediate contacts I made first. The celebration of the birthday is something I promised my son when he was alive. I told him, because my wife gave birth to 11 of them. 11 of them. 4 boys and 7 girls. I lost one of the boys 30-something years ago. Then, out of these 11, he was the last. She delivered the rest 10 without CS, but this last one was through operation. That was where we stopped. So I promised that every year I will celebrate his birthday in a bigger form. I'll buy something for him. It now occurred to me that even if it's not with us, let's mark his birthday. It wasn't a celebration at church, just to mark the birthday and pray for his soul to rest in a perfect place. It's not a celebration of drinking and whining and eating. It wasn't that kind of celebration. It wasn't that type of celebration. It's a celebration to just say he died 5 days to his birthday, and something I promised to give to him. Even if he's not alive, I will still be doing it. Our pastors will come and pray for the soul of my child to be with God in heaven. That is the reason for the birthday. It's not birthday of eating and drinking. No, it's not that kind of birthday. It's birthday that prayer, a pastor will pray, then all of us will pray for the soul of my innocent soul to rest in a perfect peace. It's that kind of birthday. Not. Yesterday was his birthday on the 4th. So though I celebrated the birthday, the prayer section, because that was what I promised him. With his career day picture, the cake, because when he was in primary school, he said he wanted to be a plane pilot. So the sisters in the US ordered somebody to send cake to the house with the color of a pilot. That was what we did yesterday. We did it in his absence because he's gone. That was what happened yesterday. And I think I promised to do that every year until I will leave this earth. Now going to the second incident, the one that led to his death. On Monday, I can't remember, I think Mondays will be, is it 19? Mondays will be 20 or 21. That Monday, that's 2 Mondays ago, my wife got a call from a nurse in the sick bay. A nurse, not a lecturer or teacher. She now called, it was towards the evening on Monday, said, hey, madam, your child is seriously sick, the boy could not sleep, that we should come and carry the boy. My wife told her that it's late though, and none of us are in Lagos. But Nevertheless, we'll send somebody on Tuesday morning to come and carry the boy. Then we've now asked what happened to the boy. So the boy was sick. So on Tuesday morning, we now asked one of who is a friend to my son to go and carry my son from the sick bay. But when he got there, the boy could not move. Even if you want to carry him, if you touch every part of the body, he'll be shouting. He not called immediately. But before then, we called the housemaster, Ahmed. What happened to my son? He said they were playing football. He was playing football with his mates, and then he fell. That was the report the housemaster gave to us. He said, okay, go and bring him. So when we got that message from the person who wanted to carry him, so what do we do? Okay, managed to take him to the car, please, and take him to any lab where you can do small X-ray, since they complain of leg. But it's about this one is beyond leg now. If you want to carry him, put hand at his back, he'll be shouting. Shoulder, he'll be shouting. All part of the body, I said, but still take him there. I don't know, maybe he was not having enough money, but when we got to the lab, he did only the leg X-ray from the waist, the front side down. He did not do X-ray all over the body. So he took him to the house. He said the boy could not sleep. To eat is problem. So the next day, I have to send my senior son, who was also worried with us, to go to Lagos. The boy flew to Lagos. When my son got there, the same report, the same thing. The boy could not sleep. Even if he want to sleep, he was saying, bend me this way, put pillow this side, turn me again, like that. And he would be opening his mouth, my throat, my chest. So he now said, I should come over. On Thursday, I was in Asaba. I have to go over to Lagos. When I got to the house, exactly what they explained to me, that was exactly what I saw. So the night, I said, okay, you sleep in your room, because the previous night you did not sleep. Let me spend the night with him. So I spent the night with him. I tried to see I can book flight so that me and my son will fly back to Warri. Warri is fully booked. Warri was fully booked. Benin the same thing, Asaba the same thing. So we have to come through the road from Lagos to Warri. That was on Friday. But since they complained of leg, and I called somebody who knew how to massage to check if there was dislocation or fracture. So the man came and said nothing like dislocation, but the waist, this side of the waist, the bone shifted a little, and this back side of his book was swollen. Then the shoulder here, it was swollen. Then the back, then the chest, this side of the chest too was also swollen. Then the boy keep on shouting, my chest, my throat, look at inside my throat. Are you seeing anything inside? My lip here, is it flat? Is it lighter than the upward? Those were his words. Those were the boy's words. Until we have to call our family doctor, Dr. Wabika Clinic, to come to the house. But the way the boy was behaving, since he could not sleep, you have to lie him and put pillow. So I said, no, let's not take him to the clinic. Because the clinic, who will be there to do this work? Turn me, put pillow here, carry him. So let the doctor come to the house. So the doctor came to the house, take his blood sample. But the mouth, we saw mark. The mark, initially it was a little bit dark, like somebody who has fire incident. But before that weekend, the top side of the lip started peeling. So that red side started coming out. So I told him maybe, but the body was also very hot. The temperature was very high. I said maybe he's having a very high malaria or fever that affected the lip. So when the doctor came, he took the sample and he came back with the result and said the boy was having malaria, but no typhoid. So he actually treated him malaria from that Friday evening till on Sunday. He completed the treatment. And I said, okay, on Monday, we'll take him again. Since he's shouting all over his body, throat, chest, mouth, every part of his body, let's go and do X-ray, comprehensive X-ray, and do scan on Monday to see what is happening. what was actually wrong with him. So that evening, I have to rush to Asaba because of the vice president's visit. I told him, but he was still talking well. He was still talking well. Apart from though, he was very, very uncomfortable, shouting. But sometimes we say, okay, bring my laptop. Where's my Wi-Fi? With that condition, he was still operating his laptop. Sometimes he would shout, he would go back again and operating something. That was what he was actually doing to keep himself. In fact, he was a very strong boy. See, so when I was in Asaba, we left the airport. While he was in the secretariat, I had a call. That time was, I think it was around 11:30 thereabout. They said the boy has confessed that he said he did not play any football with any friends, that he did not even fall. He was in his room in the evening, although he did not give us the time, in the evening, with his friend. He was lying on his bed. Okay. He was lying on his bed. His friends were sitting on their bed. They were gisting. Then these boys walked in. 5 of them walked into the room. And when they walked in, he said they were senior students. Then he has not mentioned their name. When they walked in, one of them went back and put up the light. He did not mention who put up the light. So, but one of them went back and put up the light. But they were holding belt. They started beating him. They flogged him. He fell off from his bed and they started mashing him. All of them. They started mashing him. They bullied him. In fact, he said that all these pains he was having all over his body, his head everywhere, was as a result of the beating. That he did not play any ball. So then my wife and my boy now asked him, did you know the boys? He said, yes, there were 5. But he knows 3. He now mentioned the name of 3. He mentioned Benjamin Favor. He mentioned Aslep Tebile. He mentioned Kasamu Michael. Those are the names he mentioned. Out of the 5. Then I asked, can you describe? He said, no, the place was dark. But when they came in, he saw 5 of them that came into before they put up the light. But he know the other 3. He mentioned their names. Then he said, well, after beating, they now forced him to drink something. I said, okay, did you know the type of thing they give to you to drink? He said it was dark. But when he was making this statement, he would talk and would make, then he would continue again. He said they gave him something to drink, but he could not describe what they gave to him to drink.
The lights were off.
The light were off. He did not see the thing they gave to him to drink. That they forced something inside his mouth. And he drank something they gave to him. That was on a Monday. Immediately, I left the venue. I asked them to take him to the lab immediately. They carried out. I was waiting for the lab results to come out. The thing came out very late on Monday evening. So the doctor now explained the lab that the liver inside, the right side liver, has swollen already. That he suspected that we should take him to Lily Clinic for another, so that they can do. I said no, let me come over. Then it was around 5, 6 in the evening. I could not come, so I was going to leave Asaba very late the morning Tuesday, so that we would take him to Ogara Teaching Hospital. So while I was coming, I called. They now gave me the names of one Dr. Zero, at Wara. Then Dr. Ejiro connected me to one Dr. TJ in children's section. All of them were waiting. I got one boy, Wara boy, Monday. He was even went to the clinic to bring this name. He was waiting for us at Ogara Junction. So when we come, because I've not been to the teaching hospital before, he will not take us straight to that teaching hospital. The emergency, well, before I got to worry, the boy had already died. So we could not go to Ogara again. That was what happened.